these I bought last year, and I have protected these, and I have watered these, and I have.
Thank you. Thank you.
I bought them in honor of my late German Shepherd, Misty, who loved them. And I would always tell Philip when she was a baby, as many dogs do, she truly liked to garden, Philip. I am not lying. When I would garden, when I would go get potatoes, she would dig down and then grab them and run around the yard. She would eat whole butterfly bushes until she got to be like 3 and she got over it. So in her honor, I have planted these in large containers, final quantities of the season. I could not believe how large and how colorful they got in one season. And you can use your Q card, 3 Easy Pays at $13.33. My last thought on that, I will say, I learned if you have, because shepherds are herders, I moved my garden away from the fence because she would, peruse the perimeter to keep us safe. So that I learned. And then we coexisted in our garden.
Well, I'm never too old to learn a few new tricks.
Too old.
Just saying. Anyway, let me tell you about this butterfly bush collection, because this is our premier collection, bred for the very large flowers that you see. These are huge blossoms, 14 inches long, really, really wide. Butterflies and hummingbirds, richer colors than you have ever seen in butterfly bushes. They were always beautiful, but they were never glamorous. You know, this isn't the cute date. This is the, I can't believe I got that date. It's one of those moments. But you're gonna love these because they're great cut flowers that you can mix in. If you got the cone flowers, you got the Shastas, if you got the agastache, all of those are great cut flowers. These are perennial in that they come back every year, but they actually are a shrub. And it's the longest blooming, lowest maintenance flowering shrub that Cottage Farms has offered in the entire 14 years that I've been on the air with them.
So say it again, longest blooming.
Longest blooming.
Lowest maintenance.
Lowest maintenance.
Like that.
And gorgeous colors too, because a lot of things bloom for a long time, but it's like, yeah, but the color wasn't so great. These are these rich stained glass colors. And I'm telling you, these win the contest. These are our garden idols right here, and you can see they hold it up. Everybody else has got to live up to what they're putting out.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, the final quantities of the season already, final quantities of the season, and you don't get one, you get all 3.
Yes, it's a color drenched collection, and these are going to bloom their heads off this year and years to come. And the way they ship these out to you, this is the way that they come. They grow quite rapidly.
They do.
This will, and you can see it's already a well-branched plant. Container or in the ground, good or poor soil, they will stand to minus 20 degrees. These are tough. You know, a lot of butterfly bushes are not tough. These are. They're going to bloom like crazy. And because it is qualified as a perennial, even though it's a shrub, guaranteed for a full year. You go to the nursery, you're going to find the varieties of butterfly bushes that have been for sale for 20 years. And they're just kind of not that pretty anymore. This is an upgrade.
Yeah, definitely. So container 22 inches?
22 inches or whiskey barrel.
Or whiskey barrel.
The bigger the better, because they'll get big. These will get about 5 feet tall, and nothing but color, butterflies, hummingbirds, but behind your perennial border. I plant these behind the border. See if I've got a long border of perennials, and I've got my Shastas, I've got my agastache, I've got my sun patience, I've got my coneflowers. Keep in mind, these will be 5 feet tall behind the border. Most people have shrubbery behind the border to stop the eye. Wouldn't you like to have shrubbery that blooms all summer?
I stake mine. Stake them?
No. These are woody. You do not have to stake these. If you're having to stake your butterfly bushes, that means that you have put them in too much shade because they stretch. These need to be in full sun to slight shade. And the more sun they have, the sturdier the plant will be.
I'll remember that.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to test you later.
All right, I know you will. Mulch?
You can mulch them, of course, but look at that true blue. Mulch will get them going, but the thing is that once they get established, Pat, is that they are really, really drought tolerant. And the nice thing about these, they'll grow in the poor soil. If you don't feel like, fixing an expensive flower bed or even fertilizing, these will stand that. If you fertilize them, they'll grow a lot quicker, but I'm just saying they're not going to die if you don't.
Oh, wow, look at it there.
And that's that deep, deep hydrangea blue, big spikes. keep in mind, you're going to be cutting these. And there's that cranraz. You cut these, bring them inside, put them in your flower arrangements. This looks better than anything that you can get from the florist shop, and it looks better than anything that you're going to get from the grocery store, certainly. And this is a gorgeous representation of what you'll have this year and for years to come. Yours will be this big the beginning of next year. They will bloom like crazy this season. Just follow your growing guides and you should have these results.
500 of you have already dialed in. 600 of you now. Final quantities of the season. And I know that there are butterfly bushes when you go to the garden center, but we don't know about those bushes.
No, you don't.
You know, now we know. We know that these are going to give you success with the agastaches.
Yes.
And then, I just want to say that word. And then remember the cone flowers,
Yes.
all the different colors with the cone flowers.
Yes.
So cool. Or our sun patients, right?
Oh, the sun patients be gorgeous with it because they'll take the sun or the shade.
Perfect. M46546. So Philip, here we are.